Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up in their names, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this is a video that I really wanted to get onto. This is how to analyze real estate and see if it's a good deal. Now I'm about to show you a deal that I'm actually interested in. So do not steal my deal. I have to say that right now. Do not steal my deal. Do you hear me? All right. Now this is a duplex. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath on both sides. For whatever reason, this is why I don't use Zillow. I always use Redfin. But for whatever reason, I'm looking this house up and it's only showing 2-bed, 1-bath because I only typed in one address. Now, as you can see, it's showing $379,100, but the property is actually listed for about $344,000. Now, I believe that the monthly mortgage payment is around $2,667 a month. That's with 6% down, but obviously you can put more down at a 7% interest rate. With that being said, if I use the VA loan, which I still have in my custody, I'll probably be able to knock $159 off a month from the mortgage insurance, bringing it down to around $2,500 a month. Now, in order to cash flow, I need to be renting out both sides for at least $1,300 a month. That's $2,600. And that would only give me about $50 or so. Now, I believe I ran this for a 2-bed, 1-bath, $1,500 a month each side. That's going to give me $3,000, a little bit of cash flow, and that's going to allow me to net about 13% return. Now, a 13% return is not a lot of money for me, and that's including principal and everything else. And the reason why that's not a lot of return for me is because I just averaged 34% in the stock market. So when you're averaging 34% in the stock market, I need to have more leverage. Now, for most people, for most real estate investors, I promise you that 13% is an amazing return. An amazing return. And if you include depreciation of about 4%, now you're looking at about 17% return, which is really, really good. Now, the S&P averages about 10% return a year, but although the S&P averages about a 10% return a year, the stock market just averaged 19% return this year, and so this would still outpace the current market. Now, we haven't accounted for turnover. We haven't accounted for increase in property taxes or anything like that. And so we're looking at a situation where you're probably making less than 17%. You're probably making anywhere from about 12 to 13% return. Not bad, not bad at all. So the only question that I would ask is not always about the money for me. Obviously, you should be wanting to make money. A 12 to 13% return isn't horrible, but obviously is less money than I would make just dumping my money into the stock market. So I have to ask myself this question: do I want to make less money? And in doing so, we haven't accounted for closing costs and other fees associated with this deal. So when it comes to that, right? Like they might have me pay for my real estate agent fees. That's another thing, right? And I do think the property is priced right because it is able to cash flow. Now, also, do I believe I can get $1,500 per side? Other people might say that you could. I personally don't believe that. I believe that you're going to get less. Maybe you do get $1,300 per side, maybe $1,350 per side for a 2-bedroom. But this is not a family situation because it's only 2 bedrooms. You need at least 3 bedrooms, maybe 4 bedrooms for a family to feel as though that they can house their people in there. What you're going to get here, you're going to get young professionals. You're going to get brother and sister, You're gonna get brother and brother, sister and sister. These are the type of people that are going to room in here. And can they afford $1,350 a month? Absolutely. But I'm only going to be making about $100, $200. And so if that's the case, I'm not really making much, am I? And so that percentage goes down even further to where we're probably looking at like a 6-7% return. Is it worth it? No. Is it still a profitable deal? Yes. And if you've never bought a home before, if you're renting currently, this is a really good deal. This is absolutely a good deal. I'm not going to say the address again. You're going to have to rewind for that because you probably try to steal my deal. But this is why I like looking at certain stuff like that. I have 8 deals just like this where I'm looking at potentially purchasing one of them, but I have to ensure that everything is right. And so this is why I do my risk assessments, because I know that this property is a 2-bedroom. I have to account for that. 1 bath, I have to account for that. This is not a family situation, right? Like, I have to understand that people are not going to pay $1,500 and they're not downtown to live in this area. Even though that's a possibility for the money if I do a rent by the room situation, but now I have to do a lot more legwork as well, right? $1,500, what's half of $1,500? Look at me not knowing how to count anymore. 1,500 divided by 2 is 750. And so we got 750 per room. That's basically what I'm getting here. And this is a way better, I wouldn't say way better, but this is a better area than this area. So I'm not sure that people wouldn't pay that. And the 750 here includes utilities, whereas they would still have to pay their own utilities at this location. So I just don't see 1,500 working here. I see 1,350 working here for a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. And even then, you're going to have to look for some quality tenants in March and April, which I do believe is possible. Yeah, I do believe it's possible. What would have been better is if they rented out one of the rooms for $1,400 to show me that, hey, we can get $1,400 for these rooms. That would have been good. That would have been nice to see. That would have definitely sparked more interest. And yeah. So Zillow is estimating the rents for this area to be $1,270. So as you can see, me estimating it at $1,500 is no, I don't see that. Just a little bit over $1,200, about to hit $1,300. I can see $1,300. I can see potentially $1,350 based on the finishes, based on how it looks, based on everything that it holds. I believe it has a garage. I'm not 100% sure. If it does have a garage, I can definitely rent it for $1,350. But that's, again, something that I'll have to look into. But that's how you analyze a deal. That's how you analyze the markets, analyze real estate. Now, again, if I don't have a property, I'm buying this tomorrow, right? I'm buying this tomorrow. Why? Because I know that I can get some offset costs. I can rent out one side for $1,300, and now I'm living for about $1,300 in a duplex. And half of the utilities will be paid by the other side, which is great. To pay $1,300 and have a duplex worth over $350,000 is pretty good. That's pretty good, especially in this economy, especially at 7% interest rates. I think that is phenomenal, right? And then you can always refinance later. Now, when you have equity and when interest rates are a little bit lower, so that is a win-win. But for somebody like me who is not living in this situation, it doesn't make a lot of sense because I already have my costs offset here. And so, yeah, it doesn't make financial sense for me personally. It just really depends on the situation. So if somebody was moving into this and they said, hey, is this a good deal? It depends on your situation. It depends on your situation. Is this a better deal than investing into the stock market? No. Is it a better deal than renting? Yes. So yeah, it just absolutely depends on your situation. But that's how I analyze deals. That was super, super quick. So if you have any questions, put it down in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to speak more about that. And I'll be happy to see you all on the next one. I post on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify for podcasters. Peace.